afternoon. Today, Senate Republicans betray the American people and cover the Senate in utter shame. They betrayed the American people and covered the Senate in utter shame. In one fell swoop, Republicans passed the biggest tax break for billionaires ever seen, paid for by ripping away health care from millions of people and taking food out of the mouths of hungry kids. This is not a big, beautiful bill at all. That's why I moved on the floor to strike the title. It is now called The Act. That's all it's called. But it is really the big, ugly betrayal, and the American people know it. This vote will haunt our Republican colleagues for years to come. Because of this bill, tens of millions will lose health insurance. Millions of jobs will disappear. People will get sick and die. Kids will go hungry, and the debt will explode to levels we have never seen. Also that the billionaires and corporate special interests get a permanent tax break. This bill is so irredeemable that one Republican literally chose to retire rather than vote yes and decimate his own state. But there were many, many senators who felt like he did. They knew how bad it was for their states, but they didn't have the courage, they didn't have the backbone to vote with the people of their states. They voted in obeisance to Donald Trump and his billionaire buddies because, as one of the senators said, we are all afraid, speaking of the Republican senators. One other thing of note, after the back and forth we saw the past 30 hours, those backroom deals, sweetheart negotiations, we found out that Senate Democrats successfully fought a provision that the Senate Republicans were using to try and get Senator Murkowski's vote. The Medicaid provision in question was a handwritten parenthetical notation, not even disclosed to the Dems, that created a special new preference for Alaska. We fought and we won. This is a polar payoff, and it should not have stood, and it didn't. And let me say this. On the Republican side, when the bill passed, there was a bit of somberness that I don't think was expected. And that's because they knew deep in their hearts how bad this bill is for them, their states, and the Republican Party. They knew that following Trump would be a very, very bad move for the country and for the Republican Party. When people start losing their Medicaid, when they start losing their jobs, when their electric bills go up, when their premiums go up, when kids and parents lose SNAP funding, the people of America will remember this vote. The American people will remember the Republican betrayal, and Americans will pay the price for this perfidy for generations. Generations. So, we Democrats fought very, very hard. We won a remarkable number of cases with the parliamentarian over and over and over again. We broke through with the American people, who by a 2-to-1 margin don't like this bill. And because of our relentless focusing on a simple, unified message, billionaires win, families lose, that the Republicans are taking away your health care to give a tax break to billionaires, it has sunk in with the American people, and it will remain. And our battle is not over. We're going to be fighting in July and August and throughout the year, reminding Americans when their hospitals close, when their health insurance is cut off, when their friends lose their jobs because clean energy has been so decimated. They'll remember. They'll remember. We will make sure of that. Questions? Yes.